Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. I am Nick of Time 37, and this is Project Spark. If you don't know what Project Spark is, it's basically a game about making games. But in addition to making games, you can also play games that others have created. In addition to just playing around with certain things that the developers have given us. But recently, since this is in beta, they're tweaking things. Team Dakota has put out a Hungry Hippo update, as they call it, and it changes a lot of stuff. But one of the main things that it changes are the champions. And today, what I want to do is I kind of want to show off the champions in their current form. And the best way to do that is to go over and play Crossroads. So Crossroads is basically a game where you can change things as you go along. So right here, this is the world creation, and we can select from hills, canyons, or rivers, in addition to also there's mountains. But I'm going to go with the rivers because, I don't know, there's something about the rivers that I always liked. And we can also adjust some of the world properties here by adjusting the river width and stuff like that. This looks pretty good, so I'm just going to go with this. And now we can select the biome. The way the biomes work in Project Spark is in edit mode anyway. You can take a brush over all the terrain and it will paint that with a nice texture. In the world creation, or world wizard as this is called, you can just select that. So I'm just going to go with forest because that's a general biome that's always good. So I'll also go with daytime. You can also go with night or evening, but I'll go with day. So as far as the champions go, before they were just generic characters, but then in the recent update, before I get into that though, I believe they will have different types of Crossroad adventures, but currently it's just finding an item. And that's our only choice. And we can also choose where we want a village to be, which is going to be our main plot point. And this is, of course, going to play a pretty major role, as you will see. I'll just go with the wealth. Alright, so here are the champions. Right now, I only have Scarlet, Karlsnor, and Hawken unlocked. There is also Avalon, but she comes with a content pack that I do not currently have. So, just to show off some of the different things, I'll go with Scarlet, and I'll put this at hard, the difficulty. So, we can just go straight over here and begin with the quest, or we can go over to one of these hologram houses and set something to be here. So we can cycle through these, and I always like to have a workshop, because usually we can go over here and see what kind of items they have. They have a weapon upgrade, which you get at 15 coins, and that makes it 20% more useful. But over here, I will put down the prisoner's secret, and this will actually put in a side quest. If I go around here, I can initiate the side quest. So this goblin wants to tell me that he has a secret chest that has a lost fortune, and the password, of course, is 12345. Excellent password. I do not recommend it for email though, so don't use it. So I can also come over to this building, and we'll put down a guard tower. And there we go. And something about Crossroads is that it does a really good job at giving you some inspiration for things that you might want to use in your own game. So if I come over here to this crossbow, notice how it has a crosshair in the center, and I can manipulate it with WASD and all that. So if I manipulate it around, there, we can see a goblin. And we can shoot the goblin, and he'll fall to the ground. So you can kind of get a general idea on what you might want to have in your game when you eventually make it. So now that we have all of the houses for the village down, we can come over to the what's it called? Village Healer, and begin the quest.
Keep your enemies close.
And I'll go with bandits for our enemy.
They were trouble when they walked in.
So as far as the actual controls for the champions go, we have actually quite a few things that we can do. Scarlet is a ranged fighter, so we can use a bow, so we can just shoot normally, which does a little bit of damage, but we can also charge up the attack and get a much stronger attack. If we press the right mouse button, we can put down little caltrops, and they can run as those and take a little bit of damage. Although I seem to find the charge shot to be the most effective, and you can just run around and dance around all your foes and just take them out as you go along. But now we have little hologram villagers walking around, and now we can set down our side quests. So I'm going to put down the combat school, and you can put this anywhere. I'll put this in the middle of the lake, and we'll put some terrain around that. And ta-da! Now we have a nice little friendly knight, chivalrous knight, telling us to go to the combat school and do stuff. So I could actually, before I do that, I'll talk to this person and put down an observatory, and I'll put this here.
I wonder what secrets it holds.
Alright, so the observatory is a pretty good example of... Actually, I haven't done this one yet. Okay, so apparently the observatory side quest has changed since the last time I used it. Before, it was just it just had like an asteroid that would crash and you could get a weapon, but I'm not really sure what this is, so let's find out. Hey, what are you doing? You're just here to use the telescope, right? No. Then are you here to make a special delivery? No. Then are you here about the squirrel? No. Then leave me alone. Alright? No. Okay. Apparently I ain't here about the squirrel then. Right. Listen, this whole kidnapping thing was just a big joke. No one needs to get hurt over a joke, right? Here, let me get Mr. Tum Tum for you. See? Just a joke. Please don't hurt me. So... And so I guess you had to otherwise maybe pay him 50 coins? That doesn't seem like a very good deal. Okay, so maybe there is... Okay, yeah, there is the Meteor. So this is a pretty good example of a way that you can get inspired to put things in your own game. So we can watch through the telescope and see it go down, see the asteroid go down like that, And we can also manipulate this. It's a little bit finicky though. You kind of have to have the crosshair right in the center in order for it to actually move anywhere. So this is a pretty good way to show off some of the things that you can do with props. That meteor is just a rock colored red with some special effects on it, and we can decide what is in the meteor, which by some way it has a weapon from it. It has a weapon inside of it. Don't know where it came from, but you know, who really cares about that? We just are here for the weapon. So now that we have taken care of the squirrel, we can go back to the person in the town center and complete our side quest. There's my boy. Oh, Mr. Tum Tum, you're back. You're our hero. Just as I promised, here's every coin I have. Well, oh, so now I also leveled up, and I have the Caltrop arrow, or charge. So now I can bring in the Caltrops and shoot them out for extra damage. Alright, now that we've done that side quest, we can go over to the village healer, and we can begin our true quest. And we can choose between a mystery meat, a potion, or a magic apple. And I'll just go with the potion. I can make a cleansing antidote, but I'm missing the key component, a distilled dragon tears from the potion. It's just called the potion. I had the potion, but it was stolen from me on the way back from a visit to heal the sick in another village. Those who took it must be allied with the bandits. They probably brought it back to their main camp at the... And this is our main destination. And I'll just go with the castle. Keys to the Castle is an awesome expansion, by the way. Alright, so we can create a road, and I'm just going to have a simple one. It's not going to be overly long. And the game will automatically put enemies and whatnot along that road. So now we can just continue along. And rather than, you know, just go along and do every possible thing, I'll just continue on to our destination. And here you can see how the bandits just appear along the road. And I'm not really going to waste a lot of time on the enemies. I'm just going to continue on to our destination. Just completely bypassing all foes. You know how when you're playing a game and you just don't want to fight an enemy, how you just run away? What do you think the enemies think? Do they just think, wait, come back. If you go too far away, then my brain will turn off, as they do here, I think. Alright, so if I talk to this guy, they'll just say, you know, stuff, desolate castle, there's guards, and we're gonna put this number 8. I always do that. And like I said, the charge shot just seems to be the best overall for dealing with enemies, I found. So we can just do that repeatedly. And I can also lay down a dummy, and the enemies will think that is me, like a dummy. So probably should have, just for the sake of getting a move on, probably should have just picked like 3 or 4 enemies to be waiting in the castle, but you know. Actually, my health is running pretty low. I might actually die here. And if you do die, I believe you just get revived immediately, like without any problems there. But you know, as you can see, I'm just jumping around repeatedly, and they can't hit me. So I'm not really sure if that's just a problem with the default brains in general, or if that's just a problem with the animations and all that stuff. And it looks like an enemy got stuck in the map. Yeah, looks like. Did you see how the crosshair? Yeah, got stuck in the middle of the map. I'm actually not really sure. Okay, apparently it didn't get stuck there. And this is going to be our big boss for the Crossroads adventure, and I'll go with the Yeti. I don't think I've really fought the Yeti yet. Have you come to marvel at Yeti's mighty might? Who are you? Are you the one behind all the attacks? Yeti planned village attack and stole their treasure. I know you have it. Hand over that potion. And a fight ensues. So maybe there isn't an enemy underneath the map. There's just a weird glitch that's going on. But it's kind of drawing off my aim, which isn't good. And I'm not really sure what the strategy is here. It's like it's invulnerable or something. It's weird. But again, you can kind of get a general idea of again things that you want to put in your own game, and that's the main point of Crossroads. It's just giving you an opportunity to think about what you want in your game. And so now that we've completed our Crossroads adventure, we can collect all the coins because, you know, money, and open the chest. And inside the chest, you guessed it, is the potion. I actually would like it if there's like a 1 in 1,000 chance of there just being like just something completely unrelated inside. So if we use the teleporter, we can go back and talk to. That's weird. The boss music is just overlength instead of the normal exploration music. The things that you discover while recording. So now you save the well, and with that, our Crossroads adventure is complete. After a teleporter opens up, and you know you can just go through this. But hopefully that you enjoyed. Hopefully you enjoyed this Crossroads adventure with me, Nick of Time 37. You guys all take care, and I will see you in the next one.
What will you do next?